A wonderful day in sunny and yet windy San Francisco as SF City FC hosts Ventura County Fusion, and it is live and it is next, live here on YouTube. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Kezar Stadium. My name is Charles Wollin. Thank you so much for joining us here on this broadcast. As always, SF City, a tough test today against Ventura County Fusion. Ventura County Fusion undefeated on the year. 4 wins, no losses, and a tie. 13 points, second in the table. SF City FC, second bottom in the table. We'll give you the starting 11 for Ventura County Fusion. Their head coach, Rudy Ibarra, is not in the Bay Area today. They've got about 5 or 6 different assistant coaches here, actually. But they line up in a 4-3-3. Steven Barrera, the goalkeeper. Tim Hayduck, the right back. Carson Vom Stieg and Adam Olsen, the 2 center backs. And Sander Heron at left back. Andreas Sharambulis in field position. Him is Marshall Dan Jackson, and through the middle is Quentin Anson as the target for SF City FC, also a 4-3-3. Barry McCabe, the right back, Rob Hines and Zion Andrade, the 2 center backs, and Tanner Beeson, the Stanford 3-time national champion winner at left back. Jonathan Partita and Danny Kirkland, the 2 holding midfield players, and Jeremy Kelly, who had an outstanding match last week, will play as the number 10, the attacking midfield position. Armand Bagramian on the right and Jack Scahan on the left. And up top today for SF City is Sean Bowman. We're already in the 3rd minute here at Kezar. These 2 teams have a very interesting history, and when they met 2 years ago here on Pride Sunday, which we'll also be having coverage for you then in a couple of weeks, but Ventura County Fusion did win that match 1-0. And then last year, Ventura County had a lead against SF City 2-1, and SF City put a few goals in the back of the net in the second half, winning that match 6-3 in the end. So they do have an interesting history here in San Francisco as the goalkeeper, Barrera, collects and punts the ball all the way down the field towards SF City's half. Again, 3rd minute, SF City 0, Ventura County 0. Hines with possession and gets the ball into the feet of Danny Kirkland, who picks the ball up. Nice diagonal, looking over the top, trying to find Scahan, and brought down by Ventura. This is Sander Heron on the left side, working the ball down that left to try to find Trey Jackson. And McCabe wins a throw for SF City right in front of the SF City bench. Again, windy, but not in a position where it's going to be too crazy today, but it's something that we talk about every broadcast. It's how do you kind of tame the wind here at Kezar Stadium? What do you do? How do you kind of play it? And so it's subtle today, but it's not too crazy. Just to give you some of the conditions, it's a very cavernous stadium, Kezar Stadium. If you haven't been here, you should definitely hop on by at some point and join us for a match here. Again, 5th minute now, 0-0 the score. Partita just in front of the back 4 for SF City FC. And Ventura looking to win possession in the final 3rd, and they do win themselves a throw here in the SF City half. Excuse the technical difficulties there. We're just working our boom mic so we can hear all the supporters and fans and the nice little messaging going on the field. Charles Wollin again with you, throw in here for Ventura County on the left side. Partita does well to get to it here, and finally into the feet of Danny Kirkland, who picks the ball up down the right side, looking for Sean Bowman. Great first touch, but handled by the rear guard of Ventura. Fans already picking on a couple of Ventura players already. They're going to get some shtick today, and they should expect that beer and wine sales inside Kezar Stadium for the first time since the Deltas won the NASL championship back in November. So, again, they're treated to nice local wines and beers, and it's a brilliant occasion out here. Free kick for Ventura, just in front of the SF City North Siders on the far side of our broadcast position. It is the 6th minute. It's on the right side near the sideline. It's about 28, 30 yards away. It's going to be an in-swinger, almost taken like a corner, but far away from the 18. The ball is swung in. Robert Hines gets to it first. McCabe tries to hoof away. Ball's on the left side with Trey Jackson trying to work his way through McCabe and Armand Bagramyan, and he falls down, and SF City wins a free kick on their side here. Both teams just figuring each other out, similar systems and similar styles of play as well. So, again, these two teams not short of any attacking talent or talent in their ranks. Ventura County, of course, they are a team that's able to bring some of the better players of Southern California into their ranks as well. Founded, of course, in 2006, one of the first teams in the PDL, as the shot comes in from the top of the area from Bowman. And the goalkeeper, Drew Romig, is able to catch. Working their way out of their half is Jackson. Jackson all the way back into the feet of Heron. Heron looking to clear, and he is upended. The AR raised his flag, but the center referee didn't see him in time. But Ventura with possession. A ball over the top. Nicely done by Jackson. A bit of a foot race here. Diego Sanchez racing to it at the end line. Now, top of the penalty area, onto his right foot, and the shot goes over, but it's deflected, and it's Marshall Garcia with the first opportunity for Ventura. Brilliant stuff there on the counterattack. A ball by Jackson into the feet of Sanchez, the right winger, who brought the ball down just at the top of the 18, made a move, beat a defender, and got all the way to the end line where he pulled the ball back. He was looking for Marshall Garcia, who was also trying to pick his spot. So corner kick now to Ventura, far side. Sped in, and ball still bouncing around, finally into the hands of the goalkeeper, Drew Romig. Romig out to his right for Barry McCabe, playing in that right back position today. Now finds Kirkland just in front of the back four, switches the field nicely from the right to the left. Down that left side is Tanner Beeson. Beeson overlapping run for Jeremy Kelly. He can't find him, and he ends up in the sand pit on the far side. Of course, there is an Olympic track here at Kezar Stadium as well, and there is a awkward kind of sand pit just on one of the sidelines on the far side as well. Lots of track and field events that take place here for the city of San Francisco, and of course, there is usually a high school football game of the week, not to mention that the San Francisco 49ers, of course, made this home for many years in this wonderful area, kind of the corner of Golden Gate Park and the Haight District, with so much history at Ashbury, at Haight, and of course the summer of '67, which there was a 40th anniversary last year for a lot of that, but that stuff kind of continues to go on and be part of this wonderful city, San Francisco. But back with the soccer here, brought down by Danny Kirkland. And into the feet of Kelly, playing in that number 10 position, who was such a bright spot for SF City last week. Bouncing around the back four now. Robert Hines in his half, and Ventura County sitting in just a little bit. This is Zion Andrade, who will be a freshman at the University of San Francisco, one of the best recruits that Eddie Soto has had at USF. Speaking of that, Sean Bowman in the side today, playing as the center forward for SF City. 12 goals last year. Now, a ball for Kelly to the outside for Armand Bagramyan, who crosses the ball in, goes over everyone's head and finally cleared away. But a dangerous opportunity there. Kelly opening up space very nicely for SF City FC, finding the right winger who moved the ball from the right over the top. A great cross by Armand Bagramyan. And, of course, Armand Bagramyan is going to be a freshman at USF as well next year. So plenty of players that will be playing up the road at Negawesco Stadium. I have the opportunity to do those matches as well as our public address announcer, Mike Richards, who is a stalwart USF alum as well. Talking before the match, he was actually a little bit more excited to be in the building before me because we do trade who's going to get here first kind of thing. So 12th minute, 0-0 the score. Both teams still figuring each other out. Both half chances thus far in this match. Again, a nice kind of blustery day, but the wind isn't too bad here at Kezar, not affecting the soccer too much. Kirkland down the right sideline for Bagramyan, and it is going to be a throw-in here as the ball just kind of went over his outstretched foot here for a throw-in for Ventura. Twelfth minute, ball over the head of Barry McCabe, and it's going to be a throw-in for him in SF City FC. His throw-in to center back Andrade, and then now into the feet of Kirkland. Picks the ball back up in front of the back four. And just bouncing the ball around in that area. Hines from the center channel over to the right. And it'll be a throw-in for Ventura on the far side. Again, this Ventura team, they've operated in the PDL since 2006. Operating in the PDL since 2016. A bit of a 10-year head start, of course, that Ventura has had over SF City and building a great soccer community in Southern California, specifically in Ventura County, because they love their soccer down there, and they're quite good at it too. So why not? And, you know, maybe they'll have some professional ambitions further down the road, and I know they've hosted plenty professional teams, of course, as well. Overlapping run on the far side is Tanner Beeson. He crosses the ball in. It's collected by the goalkeeper, Steven Barrera. The wind was blowing in his face a bit as well. The wind blowing all sorts of directions now. 14th minute. SF City 0, Ventura County 0 here on YouTube. Appreciate you joining us here. Kellen Kelly finds his collegiate teammate Skahan, picks the ball up, gets it from the center channel to the left. Beeson's cross, and Beeson's cross met with, again, by Steven Barrera there. The crosses are coming in quickly and fast for SF City FC as well. A diagonal ball sent from the center channel to the left on the counterattack for Ventura, and it's an SF City FC throw-in. Well, it's Community Day here at Kezar Stadium. We want to thank our community partners, best dedicated to establishing a global volunteer movement that creates opportunities for one-on-one friendships, integrated employment, and leadership development for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. That is one of the many community partners that SF City is honoring today here on this broadcast. Kirkland, pedestrian pace in his half. Ball over the top, looking for Bowman. It's headed away lightly, and it's going to go for a corner kick now for SF City. Just something out of nothing, headed away by Carson Vom Stieg there. Let's see if SF City SC can come up with something off of this. Join the City football movement today. Memberships are now on sale at sfcityfc.com. buildup.com. You can become a member and join hundreds of other folks helping to build soccer in San Francisco. The unique supporter-owned model of SF City FC is a very revolutionary thing, and it's in the back of the net. It's almost off of the corner. It was Skahan. I think it may have touched the head of Bowman, but it is SF City FC 1, Ventura County 0. And they have a goal in this opening 15 minutes. It's on the 16th minute mark, but a quick goal kind of out of nothing. And I said it just before this, about 30 seconds before, the ball over the top by Kirkland, pedestrian pace, not cleared away and dealt with by Carson Bomsteeg on his second touch. His first touch let him down, giving away and gifting the corner to SF City FC. And they're suddenly right up 1-0 in this match. And we'll have to see how Ventura County responds in this next few minutes here, because they have looked bright, but SF City controlling a little bit of the possession and kind of a couple of different small forays. Here's Ventura County trying to get out of their half. And it's going to be a throw-in just in front of the Ventura bench. So a goal that definitely was kind of against the run of play, but it's a small, very, very small thing indeed. Now counterattack. This is Armand Bagrayan. He gets his cross in, looking for Skahan. Skahan on the left. Skahan's cross. And it's dealt with again by Ventura County. And again, the second position in the division is very much up for grabs, because even though Ventura County is the second place team right now, SF City, many, many more home games to come here at Kezar, and they definitely want to make things right after the fact that they lost their opening game here to San Diego Zest. SF City on 4 points. In front of them, Orange County Soccer Club. In front of them, Southern California Seahorses, San Diego Zest, Fresno, Santa Cruz Breakers, and then Ventura County Fusion. So this thing is kind of muddled, and we're going to have to see what happens, of course, as well. 18th minute, Partita with possession, all the way back to the feet of Robert Hines III. Romig now playing out of the back. Excuse me, Robert Hines II. I do apologize. Getting my seconds and my thirds all mixed up today. And that goal, kind of a freak goal. Fortunately, we don't have a replay monitor on this because we're not doing video today, but it almost looked like he scored it right off of the corner. May have had some sort of touch. I'm not sure if Sean Bowman was taking credit, but he was at the near post. May have just flicked off of him, but the way that he celebrated looked like that, you know, potentially it didn't really go off his head. We'll have to get more on that in a little bit. Ventura with possession down the right side. Here comes Tim Hayduk, a right back, making a nice run. Now onto his left foot. He's muscled off the ball. It's going to be a free kick as Danny Kirkland upends Hayduk. And this is the kind of free kick that could lead to a goal. And that corner kick for SF City really was very much nothing and led to the goal. So they're up 1-0 here. Ventura having the chance to respond in front of the Northsiders. The free kick is swung into the area, and rising to the occasion is Tanner Beeson, deflecting that corner away, and it's going to be deflecting it away. It's going to be a corner kick now to Ventura County. No one from Ventura is actually running over to take this free kick. This corner kick. Sander Heron finally does run to it. It's going to be an outswinger. He's going to take it on his right foot. 20th minute. SF City 1, Ventura County 0. Heron into the area, headed away. SF City has to do well. It's a big clearance down the field by Danny Kirkland, too, who was looking for his winger, and collected by goalkeeper Steven Barrera. Bagramian into the feet of Kelly, and his shot deflected here. And it's going to be it looks like it went off his own man. It's going to be a goal kick. So 21st minute again. SF City 1, Ventura 0. Ventura building nicely out of the back. This is Marshall Garcia. He finds the feet of Adam Olsen. Adam Olsen's ball from the center channel to the left is stolen by Barry McCabe. McCabe on the right side. Finds Robert Hines, who's been the captain of this team a couple of weeks ago when SF City lost to San Diego Zest a few weeks ago. And appreciate you guys tuning in to this broadcast. As always, by tuning into this broadcast, you help to grow the game of soccer in this country, the United States of America, and lower league soccer across the nation. I want to thank one of our community partners, La Cocina. La Cocina cultivates low-income food entrepreneurs by providing affordable commercial kitchen space, industry-specific technical assistance, and access to market opportunities, focusing primarily on women from communities of color and immigrant communities. On the break, Jeremy Kelly for SF City. There is a Ventura County player down. Bagramian on the right side. Tanner Beeson misses his tackle, and the referee does signal for a stoppage here. It looks like it might be a hamstring or maybe some sort of knee, and it appears to be the holding midfield player, Andreas Sharambulis, and Christine Gayoso, the trainer for SF City, runs right out to him to see what is going on over on that end of the field. And it's going to be a free kick anyway to SF City FC on the, in Ventura's half, as we still wait for the injured player down on the field. We're thrilled to have MoviePass as our title partner for the 2018 season. Love movies? Sign up for MoviePass now and see a new movie a day for only $9.95 a month. With a personal loan from Freedom Plus, you could score any goal, from paying off credit card debt to financing a home renovation. Flexible terms on fixed-rate loans up to $35,000 are available now. Find out how much you could qualify for. Visit freedomplus.com to get your free no-risk quote. Freedom Plus, A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and a proud supporter of SF City FC. Fans, visit Street Soccer Park at 200 Terry Francona Francois Boulevard by AT&T Park. The community's small-side soccer complex offers weekly pickup games for youth and adults, as well as soccer classes for kids 18 months to 12. Find out more at streetsoccerpark.com, and remember to show your SF City member card for discounts on pickup games and league fees. We're still waiting for the injured player to come off here. It looks like Andreas Sharambulis is going to be withdrawn. Unfortunately, it does appear to be some sort of hamstring or knee issue. Do feel bad for the lad. Obviously, he's played in the first 23 minutes, and he's kind of hobbled off. But I don't know if he's able to go. As the free kick comes in, it goes over everyone's head, and Tanner Beeson runs right over to it, slides on the ground, and it's going to be a Ventura throw-in deep in their half here on this near side. Going to be taken by the left back, Sander Heron. Stolen by Skahan into the feet of Kelly. Kelly does a nice little roulette over the ball, maybe potentially to beat his man. He doesn't. Finds the feet of Kirkland. Ball won back here by Ventura County. 26th minute. SF City 1, Ventura County 0. Ventura County with possession through the feet of Ross McPhee, who runs from the center channel over to the right. Finds Trey Jackson, who's operating on that right wing. Ball all the way back with the back four now. Trying to work the ball away and finds the feet of Sean Bowman. Bowman switches the field from the center channel to the right. This is Barry McCabe on his right foot. Has Skahan out to his right as well. McCabe into the feet of Bowman, top of the 18, trying to make a move. Bowman, nice little chip. And it's caught out by the Ventura County back line here. Little circle over the ball by Marshall Garcia to wield off his defender, and he finds Ross McPhee. McPhee out to the right side here as well. McPhee coming more and more into this game, switching the field from the center channel over to the left side, and it goes over his winger head, Diego Sanchez there. Throw in for SF City, and there's going to be a substitution here for Ventura as well, and we thought it would happen. So, again, get you that in just a second here once we have the opportunity. 27th minute. SF City 1, Ventura 0. McPhee from the center channel to the right side. McPhee onto his right foot. McPhee looking to find the return one of Quentin Anson, and cleared away by Zion Andrade. A nice slide on the ground by Sean Bowman, and I think Ventura wanted a free kick there. It's just going to be a throw-in, but Bowman looking sharp out there today. He's got a big season coming up at USF in the fall, his senior year. Very much impressed and made USF go to the tournament for the first time in just 10 years last year. NCAA tournament where they defeated Cal, lost to Louisville in the second round. So SF City boasting some of the players from around this area. Of course, Tanner Beeson, as we had talked about, the left back, three-time national champion with Stanford. Lots of noise on the far side by the North Siders. Got all sorts of flags going on today. American flag, a couple different pigeon flags, gay flag, big SF City flag that's been a homemade flag that's always been a staple here. I'm not sure if they have a name for that flag, but if I would call that flag a name, I would call it Big Bertha or something like that. There has to be a name for it, and we will have that for you maybe in the second half if I can get that kind of information. Ball thrown in here, and Ventura wins themselves a corner kick. Well, nice little foray by Ventura. Sander Heron is going to take this corner kick. They've had 3 corners. The last one went very close. They're sending the big boys up there. Carson Van Stegen, Adam Olsen. Sander Heron here in the 29th minute off of the corner. Everybody from SF City back in their half trying to defend. It's headed away by Danny Kirkland. Top of the area. It's a shot from distance. And an offside flag is raised as the ball comes through on the rebound shot there by Marshall Garcia. And the assistant on the far side raising his flag right away in the 30th minute now. Just around 15 minutes to go till halftime here. Maybe a little bit of stoppage for the injury. But again, both teams have kind of settled in now, kind of understand one another as well. And again, this is the only meeting between the two sides. They did not meet in Ventura either. McPhee, top of the area, trying to play Quentin Anson in. A nice tackle by Partida. Ball on the, near side on the left. Here. Ball goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Steven Barrera. Barrera down the field, and his ball gets hung up on the wind. Andrade misses the opportunity to get the header. It falls to McPhee. McPhee out to his right side. McPhee, and the shot comes in on the right side. And it's cleared away by Danny Kirkland, whose return ball for Skahan has got Bowman in the middle and Bagramian on the left. Skahan on his right foot, and it goes for a goal kick. .32 minutes here at Kezar. McPhee onto his left. McPhee into the area and cleared away by Robert Hines. As McPhee did very well. Sahid Kante in the match now. Now counter-attack. Jeremy Kelly, 1v1 onto his right foot. Still Jeremy Kelly could dribble his way all the way in. Has a shot, and it comes off of Carson Von Steeg, a center back for Ventura. 32nd minute, SF City with possession in the Ventura final third. Kelly, top of the 18. Kelly onto his left, now onto his right. Jeremy Kelly, it's a great run. Can he finish? To the outside for Skahan. His ball sent in, and no one is there. Cleared away by Ventura, but kept in by Barry McCabe on the right side. Right sideline. McCabe's cross into the box, and it goes over a couple of heads, and it's going to be a goal kick. A nice little attacking foray by SF City FC in this last couple of minutes as well. Did very well. Again, SF City FC 1, Ventura 0. SF City scoring in the 16th minute. Skahan's corner kick may have been a own goal by Ventura, or may have skimmed off of an SF City FC head. We'll have to get more of the detail on that later. Robert Hines, pedestrian pace in his half, over to the right side. Finds Jeremy Kelly, and now Skahan. Skahan, the feet of Hines, who's almost playing as another center forward. Hines and Bowman, couple of passes. Bowman, and he crosses the ball low and on the ground, far side. And Bangramian is almost there, and he wins a corner. And last time that happened for SF City, they scored. Question is, can they get a second goal in this first half? They've looked bright. I haven't let Ventura back very much into this. This is going to be very much a battle here in this next hour, because Ventura, they haven't lost on the year and certainly don't want to lose today. Long corner, looping over everyone's head, headed on by Sean Bowman, and it goes for a goal kick. And I believe it was Beeson, actually, with the corner there. Ventura with possession now in the City half. Marshall Garcia from the center channel to the right. Finds his right back, Tim Hayduck. Hayduck, his cross from the right to the left. It's a good diagonal. He wants to do well. Keeping possession nicely is Diego Sanchez, and the shot comes in from distance, and it's handled well by Drew Romick. Out of the back, it's Zion Andrade. Finds Partita, and Partita's ball looking for Kirkland. Picked up here by Ventura's front three. And a tackle on the ground by Robert Hines on Ross McPhee is batted away by the referee. SF City with possession on the break here. Skahan towards Kirkland. Just having a tough time finding those central midfield players. Now Romig all the way out of his goal. A little bit of miscommunication there with the back four here. as Partita trying to tackle the ball away, and he finally does. The San Jose State man. There's a plethora of Ventura substitutes warming up on the far side, near side, closest to our broadcast position. This is Sander Heron, the left back, crossing the ball from the left to the right. Brought down, though, very nicely indeed by SF City. Kirkland over to the left side for Beeson. Beeson's return ball for Sean Bowman. He tries to beat a man and stolen by Ventura in their half, trying to work their way out of it on the right side. And it goes over everyone's head, a ball over the top, and it's going to be a goal kick as well. Again, it is Community Partner Day here at Kezar Stadium, here in the 37th minute. Habitat for Humanity Greater San Francisco provides local families with a springboard to secure stable futures through affordable home ownership and neighborhood revitalization. Barry McCabe down the right side, trying to serve the ball into the final third. Miscommunication there with Skahan and Sean Bowman. Bowman shaking his head. Skahan just kind of getting on with it here. Skahan, very nice winger for SF City. Again, plays at the University of North Carolina with his teammate Jeremy Kelly and Drew Romig. And it was his cross that led to the goal last week, the game winner by Ryder Bell for SF City. They gave them the 3 points, the all-important 3 points against the San Francisco Glens. A new PDL franchise, but the club has been around for a while. And San Francisco with 2 PDL teams, which is nice to see. Throw in for SF City. McCabe to Kirkland. Kirkland onwards here for Kelly. Kelly, lots of space in that final third. Overlapping run here by Bongramian. Bongramian into the area, top of the 6. It's Skahan. Still Skahan. Comes off the post. Danny Kirkland gets to it, but he beats the ground because the first touch lets him down as SF City FC does not score there. But a terrific chance as Skahan threw it on goal and he hit the post. Bumgranian's cross. He's down on the ground. Stoppage of play here in the 39th minute at Kezar Stadium. Still 1-0 SF City. And a great opportunity there as well. We're proud to partner with Hostling International for the 2018 season. We believe that exploration and travel lead to a better understanding of other cultures. And in turn, that creates a peaceful, smarter, and more tolerant world. This has been our mission for almost 100 years. SF City partnering with Hostling International. Bumgranian is still down on the ground and being tended to by the athletic trainer. HOMIE is a grassroots organization that empowers youth and young adults in school, on the streets, and in jails. They do this through delivering hope, empowerment, leadership, culture, and mostly importantly, with love. Renaissance Center increases the entrepreneurial capacities of social and economically diverse men and women, strengthening our communities through the creation of sustainable new businesses, new jobs, and the promotion of financial self-sufficiency. These are some of our community partners that we are honoring today with SF City FC. And the club does have a very unique community focus. 7 different community partners, of course, today that SF City is honoring. And the club is unique in nature with the fact that the supporters are members and own the club. And it's not just showing up at matches. It's also socializing with each other and having social events where, they go out to dinner and talk and hang out, have fun, drink beers, and have all sorts of beverages or help out in the community. So it's 3-pronged. It's not just competitive where fans just show up at matches. That's not just it. It's also social and also community-oriented too. And that's something that's really a special part of SF City and the community that SF City is a part of, and not some sort of fake community or just donating a check. It's not like that. The supporters actually go out to different organizations and every month volunteer as a unit with the SF City brand and logo and name as part of what SF City does. And so I don't know too many other sports franchises or teams that do that. And so that's really what supporter ownership is. in terms of banding together to kind of create your own community in an organic, genuine way that's not too over the top, that doesn't feel fake or forced. 41st minute now here on YouTube. SF City FC 1, Ventura County 0. Couple of injury stoppages here as Bongranian has come off as well. And I think he's done his hamstring or his knee as well. He's very upset. His head is in his shirt, and it's disappointing to see two players come off in the first half, both from the different teams, but it looks like a knee or a hamstring from this vantage point as well. Disappointing. As well. Sahin Kante, the substitute for Andreas Sharambulis, that also has a similar injury that Bongranian has. Well, it looks like from this vantage point. But Sahin Kante, a yellow card in his first few minutes here. And playing in that number 6 defensive midfield hard-nosed position, it's okay to get a yellow card, in my opinion. Kirkland off of the free kick, and it's over everybody's head. Misjudged that by the wind a little bit. Again, 43rd minute. Coming up on a few minutes to halftime here on YouTube. This is a Southwest division of the PDL matchup that you are listening to, with SF City up 1-0. Switch of the field by Ventura from the right through the left, through the feet of Adam Olsen, the center back, and he just hoofs the ball down the field, and it's collected nicely by Drew Romig, SF City's number 1. They've played around with this goalkeeper position a few times, and really not sure who the goalkeeper is for SF City. Remy Priere has had some time in there as well, who was the goalkeeper that won the match for SF City last week. It was very, very good indeed. And SF City, of course, has had Taylor Bailey as a goalkeeper as well. And told he kind of has a long-term illness or sickness that's kind of preventing him from being in the squad, unfortunately. And that is disappointing because he has been a player that has improved significantly from the 2017 year, where he wasn't a starter, to becoming a starter and really becoming a face of SF City as well. Included in the, of course, SF City jersey reveal earlier this year. So kind of the goalkeeper merry-go-round, if you will, here at SF City, and Paddy Coyne trying to get the side to play up to its potential. Very much a disastrous start for SF City in the opening few matches, going down to Southern California and losing a majority of those games. So these home games, and especially last week and today, are slight improvements. Of course, not through the woods yet on this match. They could be up a couple of goals here, and Ventura could have a goal as well. Again, 1-0 SF City. Kirkland picks up the ball just on the right side, tries to play over to his right for Gerardo Mendoza, the substitute for Bongranian, and misses him, and throw in for Ventura. Ball in the feet of Adam Olsen. Adam Olsen's ball from the center channel, the center back over to the left side for Diego Sanchez, and Sanchez was battling shoulder to shoulder versus Barry McCabe, and it's going to be a goal kick for SF City FC. Street Soccer USA fights poverty and empowers underserved communities through soccer. They provide an alternative to the pay-to-play model of youth sports, with a focus on social impact across the United States and beyond. As the clock ticks onto the 45th minute here at Kezar, going to see a couple of minutes of stoppage time, I'm assuming, for the 2 injuries and the 2 substitutions on the field as well. This is Quentin Anson. Anson over to his right for Trey Jackson. Jackson switching with Diego Sanchez. Both wingers are going to be interchangeable, as I was told by the Ventura coaches. Jackson on the far side does well, runs into a couple of SF City players, can't find one of his teammates. He falls down. Partida comes up with possession, plays it all the way back to his goalkeeper, Romig. Romig trying to find space. He's closed down by Anson. And as he does, his service from the goalkeeper position to the right side where a right winger would be is headed away. Quick throw in here for SF City. Kelly with possession back to the feet of McCabe, the right back who's down that right side. McCabe exchanging a pass with Mendoza, finally finds the feet of Kelly. Kelly switching the field through the feet of Kirkland. Kirkland over to the left side. Finds Skahan. Skahan does well. Overlapping run here by Beeson. Skahan into the area. Overlap by Beeson. Beeson's cross. And it's headed away for a throw-in. So, there you go. SF City throw-in deep inside the Ventura half. Again, 45th minute, just into stoppage time of this first half. Charles Wollin with you here on YouTube. Skahan at the corner, and he can't keep it in. Goal kick, reset, restart here for Ventura County. Throw in for Ventura, far side here. Just kind of in last seconds before the end of this first half. Follow SF City FC on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Get the scoop on daily happenings in the club by following us on our handles at sfcityfc.com. Jeremy Kelly switching the field very nicely, asking for possession as well, finding the feet of Barry McCabe. McCabe onto the right for Kelly. Kelly does magnificently well. Brings the ball down, beats his defender, finds the feet of Partita, who finds the feet of Danny Kirkland onto his left side. That favored, beautiful left foot of Danny Kirkland's, who finds the left-sided Tanner Beeson. Overlapping run by Skahan, the left winger. Still on that left side. Are they going to find another cross in here? Beeson finally finds Kelly. Kelly on his right foot. Kelly headed on by Bowman, who is looking for Gerardo Mendoza, and it's going to be a corner kick. Can they get this off before halftime? And no, they can't. The referee signals for the halftime whistle. So, at the end of 45 minutes here, it is a 16th-minute goal that sailed in off of the corner kick by Skahan. It may have been a own goal. We'll have to see. My name is Charles Wollin, and I appreciate you joining us here on YouTube for this broadcast. And we want to thank our sponsors, MoviePass and Freedom Plus, as well as Hosteling International. We'll also give you a reread of all of our community partners on Community Spirit Day 2018. At the break, it is SF City FC 1, Ventura County Fusion 0 between these two sides at Kezar Stadium on Sunday afternoon. We'll be right back after halftime. Thanks so much. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half here on YouTube. My name is Charles Wollin. Thank you so much for joining us. SF City with a 1-0 lead at the end of the first half. A very different story than what this club is used to having. They're used to playing from behind, to be fair with you. And it was a Jack Scahan corner that may have led to an own goal or may have flicked off somebody's head in the 16th minute that got us here. SF City, they're going to be going from right to left here on your YouTube screen, and Ventura, they're going from left to right. SF City wearing their gold kits with white shorts and gold socks, and Ventura County blue kits with the orange trim and the white that they've got. Really kind of nice, beautiful colors that both teams are displaying today on the field. I'm sure the supporters definitely would prefer the SF City iron, but again, both sets of colors displayed nicely today in the San Francisco sun and the light breeze on the field. Ventura with possession in the SF City FC half. You're going to expect them to try to answer as much as they can here in this second half. They've had a couple of half chances, and SF City has definitely had a couple chances to kind of close the game or kind of kill the game off, if you will, or depending on what kind of words you like to use. Scahan hitting the post in the first half, just around the 39th minute, and a couple other really nice opportunities. The ball getting crossed in from the left to the right. Ventura, a couple of nice opportunities themselves here, so they're not out of the woods yet, SF City, and Ventura certainly with an undefeated program so far this year. They don't want to give up anything. Ball in the feet of Romig. Out to his center back, Robert Hines II, who plays to the right side for Barry McCabe. His diagonal ball looking for Sean Bowman. It goes over his head. That ball is won here by a Ventura County Fusion player. Finds McPhee. McPhee, top of the 18, on here for Diego Sanchez. And now the ball is swerved in on a shot, but it goes high and wide there as well. Couple substitutions for Ventura at the half as well. We'll get those to you in just a few minutes when we can get those all down as well. Definitely a couple of changes to tell you about here. Goal kick to SF City, 48th minute here at Kezar. Nice attendance today as well. Must be in between 300 or 400 people here, my estimations. Ventura, top of the 18, trying to work their way through the SF City rear guard. Ball is with Beeston. Beeston, the left back, finds the feet of Sean Bowman. Bowman switches the field beautifully for Kelly. Kelly 1v1 now against Tim Haydock. Kelly out to his right side, finds Scahan. Scahan's cross, return ball for Kelly, and it goes around his outstretched foot, but hoofed away for a corner by Ventura. And I believe the player that did that was Sahid Conte. So Conte marshals it out for a corner. Short corner here. Kelly back to the feet of Mendoza. His cross, Kirkland crossed in and collected by the goalkeeper, Steven Barrera. Barrera's service. Now to his left winger. Now finds the center forward. And a couple substitutions again to tell you about. So we'll get these names down here for you in just a minute or two. Mendoza out of his area. Finds Andrade. Andrade to the feet of Kirkland. Kirkland, Partida closed down as the press is on here for Ventura, and SF City trying to break out of the back. McCabe on for Bowman. Bowman over to his right side for Kelly. Kelly switching the field through the feet of Kirkland in the center channel. Kirkland has Scahan out to the left. Wonderful ball movement. Scahan, overlapping run here by Beeson. Scahan onto his right foot, but it's cut out here by Ventura, and it's going to be a SF City throw deep inside the Ventura half. Beeson to take it here on the near side. The left back here for SF City FC on the day. Plenty of experience. Tanner Beeson, Riz Stanford, of course. Again, 3-time national championship winners. He's got one more year left as well, so he's maybe aiming for the quadruple, if you will. Should be an amazing thing. Here he is on the left side. Beeson, diagonal ball looking for Jeremy Kelly, and it's the goalkeeper, Steven Barrera, who handles. So 3 substitutions here for Ventura County in this second half. Anthony Orendane, the right back, Leonardo Anjos and Michael Weber playing in the part of the final, the top 3, the attacking trio. Scahan, though, at the end line here for SF City, crosses it in. He had Bowman standing at the top of the 6. Now Jeremy Kelly chased on here, top of the 18. Kelly, another great performance today by him. 53rd minute, SF City FC 1, Ventura County 0. Leonardo Anjos here on the right side for Ventura, just in front of our broadcast position, just in front of their bench. And it's going to be a throw-in for Ventura. It's going to be taken by Anthony Orendane. Orendane chested on down here by Ross McPhee. Now Michael Weber. And Weber's ball trying to find it. One of his strikers, and it's going to be another throw-in here. So quick throw-ins in succession in front of the SF City FC bench. Beeson with the header. Scahan also with the header. Another throw-in. So it's 3 throw-ins in succession. 53rd minute. SF City 1, Ventura 0. Again, it is Community Day here, as Scahan does well to pick off the pass off of the throw-in. Cutting inward, though, to his right foot. Finds Partida. Partida all the way back to Hines. Hines taking his time, surveying the field. Ball over the top. And looking to find one of his strikers. And it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper in Steven Barrera. Ball on the right side with Leonardo Anjos, just at the corner flag, trying to make the moves on Zion Andrade. And it's going to be a throw-in here. So quite a few throw-ins down this right side for Ventura, but the throw-in goes nowhere and finds the feet of Partida, who finds the outside left side for Scahan. Scahan's ball, he was looking for Sean Bowman, who was on his horse. He split the center backs, but it's going to be a throw-in in front of the Ventura bench. Scahan on his right foot has seen a lot of the ball in this second half so far. Majority of the play has been down this left side for SF City in this second half. Kelly trying to work his way out of the center midfield channel. Kelly finds Kirkland. Kirkland out wide right here to Barry McCabe. McCabe down the right side. Nice little 1-2. McCabe, top of the 18, onto his right foot, and almost wins himself a corner. But Steven Barrera, again, is right there and is there for his side. Ventura opening up just a little bit in this second half, especially with the plethora of substitutions. Yet to truly bother Drew Roemig just yet. Kind of get the feeling that SFC doesn't want to rest on their laurels. They want to continue to go for it, see if they can kind of get that second goal here to kind of kill the game off. But a lazy ball by Bowman over to the right side is met with, though, by Ventura. And Ventura down the right side is Diego Sanchez, and Diego Sanchez dispossessed. Kirkland wins back possession. Central midfield channel out to the left side for Skahan. Skahan back from the left to the right and wins himself a throw just in front of the SF City bench around the center line. Beeson, of course, will take this one for SF City FC. Beeson into the feet of Kirkland. And Kirkland's ball over the top. Carson Vomsteeg marshals the ball all the way back to his goalkeeper, who finds Adam Olsen. Olsen's ball, lazy pass into the feet of Diego Sanchez, who plays the ball back, and it's a lazy ball in the air, but Ventura does recover, trying to work their way out of the back. Marshall Garcia on the right side has space, has McPhee in front of him. Andrade running, McPhee at the end line, Roemig right there. Oh, and it's almost in the back of the net as an SF City FC player has a miscommunication with Roemig. And Ventura almost scores as the ball's cleared off the line there. Well, they got to the end line, which is one of the most intelligent and smartest plays, of course, that a lot of players or wingers like to do, to get the ball to the end line and then play it on back. And it was Ross McPhee that got to the end line and passed the ball to the top of the six. And Roemig kind of spilt it a little bit, and it was trickling on and cleared away. Corner kick now for Ventura. SF City 1, Ventura 0. 58th minute. Swirling around, Roemig is right there. Roemig kind of big time, able to make up for his miscommunication in the end. Again, these two teams, this is their first meeting, their only meeting on the year. Ventura undefeated on the year, 4 wins, no losses, and a tie. SF City, 1 win, 5 losses, and 1 tie. And a very, very tough beginning for SF City FC. 2016's matchup was won by Ventura 1-0. Last year's matchup was 5-3 SF City. Skahan, his cross into the area. Oh, and it's Gerardo Mendoza with a shot, and it goes to the outside netting. He was able to penetrate inside the 6. The cross was able to get in there, but no one able to finish. And the crosses are certainly coming in for SF City. And so you would have to think that potentially these may find a back of the net, as the corner kick goal for SF City really wasn't much at all. Something kind of out of nothing. It was Adam Olsen who had headed back to his goalkeeper, and it was just kind of a lazy corner. And some of those lazy corners do lead to big-time goals. And so that's the opener. Again, back in the 16th minute. 60th minute now. Marshall Garcia with possession. And finds his teammate Sahid Kante, who plays the ball out wide right here to Leonardo Anjos, who plays the ball in the central midfield channel and closed down Marshall Garcia out to the left side. And the shot comes in by Michael Weber, but it's closed down by SF City. Throw in for Ventura here on this far side. They take it quickly. They're in the SF City final third. Kelly gets possession. Beautiful footwork by Jeremy Kelly. He's upended by Sahid Kante. Referee says get up. Kelly back on his feet. Has a step on Kante as well. Using his body very well. Jeremy Kelly, very fun player to watch. Ball finds its way all the way back to goalkeeper Steven Barrera. SF City preparing a change. Cameron Crowe to come into the match here in just a few minutes. Scahan to Kelly. Back to Scahan on the left side. Closed down by Anthony Orendane. Scahan on his right. Still Scahan! And his shot, I believe, took a deflection, but it may have come off his own man. And Scahan's shot on his right foot goes to the inside of the near post of Barrera. And it's going to be a goal kick. And SF City will get their change here now in the 62nd minute. Or rather, next substitution. Again, we're thrilled to have MoviePass as our title partner for the 2018 season. Love movies. Sign up for MoviePass and see a new movie a day for only $9.95 a month. And 62nd minute, Danny Kirkland coming off. Cameron Crowe coming on. The captain today doing it very well. Spraying the ball left, right, centrally. Sure he'd like a goal to his name as well. And the offside flag is raised here on our near side. And Cameron Crowe will play in the defensive midfield position. Alongside him, Partida. Bowman with the header off of the free kick from the offside. Mendoza closing down Sander Heron on the left side. Now Ventura switches it from the left to the right. Anthony Orendane, top of the 18, the right back. Orendane trying to see if he can play the ball in. Orendane gets to the end line, and he's tripped up by Beeson, and certainly this is a free kick and maybe even a yellow card to Beeson. Beeson was waving that one away very quickly indeed. 63rd minute, a dangerous free kick, almost like a corner, but at the top of the 18 on our near side, closest to our broadcast booth. Standing behind the ball is Diego Sanchez on his right foot, and on his left foot is Leonardo Anjos. Well, those two gentlemen having a go here. Anjos and Diego Sanchez. 64th minute. It's going to be Anjos, and his shot very high and wide. With a personal loan from Freedom Plus, you could score any goal. From paying off credit card debt to financing a home renovation, flexible terms on fixable rate loans up to $35,000 are available now. Find out how much you could qualify for. Visit freedomplus.com to get your free no-risk quote. Freedom Plus, A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and a proud supporter of SF City FC. SF City, 64th minute, up 1-0 here at Kezar Stadium against Ventura County Fusion. The undefeated Ventura County Fusion in their 6th match here on the year. SF City FC, this is their 8th match on the year. Just 4 points from the 7 matches before this. So this would be a big scalp if they can get it today. If you're Ventura, you just want to see if you can get a goal here. See if you can salvage a draw against a raucous, good supporters group, the Northsiders on the far side, and a kind of a windy and weird Kezar Stadium. Sometimes you don't know how to play the wind at this stadium. Such a cavernous place to play. Hasn't affected it too much, but you may have to think on the goal when Skahan did hit the ball off of the corner, if the wind did affect it as much. As the cross comes in from the right back, Anthony Orendane, collected by Romig. Romig out to Crow. Crow finds Kelly. Kelly with possession just for a second here, and Partita was chasing after it, and Ventura is able to keep it. But SF City pressing nicely in the final third as Ventura switches the field out to the right side for Tim Haydock. Left side, Tim Haydock. Haydock down the left channel for his winger, Diego Sanchez. Partita. Now for McCabe. Robert Hines back with possession. Kelly wins it back, and the wind definitely affected his ball back to the right side for McCabe, who exchanges a pass with Mendoza. McCabe with possession. Taking his time, surveying the field all the way back to his goalkeeper, Romig. Romig has to be very careful, and his clearance not the best because it sails up into the air and it kind of twirls around like a ballerina in the air and doesn't go anywhere. And it's going to be a throw-in for Ventura on the far side, deep inside the SF City final third. Excuse me. Throw in for SF City, as they did well defensively there to marshal that out. So the wind blowing towards the SF City goal as they're having a difficult time being able to clear, etc. Off of the throw-in, collected by Ventura in the SF City final third. Trying to wiggle his way to the top of the 18 is Marshall Garcia, who's been very much a bright spot for Ventura. Orendane out from his right back spot, down the right channel. And the clearance down the field is dealt with by Colton Van Steeg. Colton Van Steeg's clearance finds Beeson. Beeson on the left side. Helped out by Zion Andrade. He's got to be careful here, though. Top of the 18, dribbling around. The press is on. And cleared away by McCabe as a couple of Ventura players kind of bearing down on goal. And if a pass is missed just there, it could be something. Jeremy Kelly, possession for a second, and his diagonal looking for one of the front three. Finds a Ventura defender. 68th minute. There's going to be another substitution here for Ventura in just a second. Should be on in just a minute or two. Fans visit Street Soccer Park at 200 Terry Francois Boulevard by AT&T Park. The community small-side soccer complex offers weekly pickup games for youth and adults, as well as soccer classes for kids 18 months to 12 years old. Find out more at streetsoccerpark.com, and remember to show your SF City member card for discounts on pickup games and league fees. 68th minute, SF City FC 1, Ventura County 0 here in our Southwestern Division game at Kezar Stadium. Pleasure to have you here and listening to our broadcast as well. Substitution here for Ventura County, as it appears that Ross McPhee, who is one of the most dangerous players for Ventura, comes off now and is going to be replaced. Christian Pinzon now in the match for Ross McPhee. So the substitution very much there for Ventura. Andrade falls just around the center line. He's fouled, though, by Diego Sanchez, and it's going to be a free kick now to SF City. Hines, his ball from the center channel over to the left side is stolen by Ventura, but Skahan is right there as well with some pressure. Skahan, left side here for SF City FC now. Does well. Partida for Sean Bowman. Sean Bowman, end line. Sean Bowman beats his man. Sean Bowman does well. It's Beeson, and it's right at the goalkeeper. Sean Bowman, who tiptoed on the end line. He nutmegged Adam Olsen. He teed the ball up for Tanner Beeson to just slide it home. And Beeson went right to the goalkeeper with that chance there. 71st minute. Beautiful opportunity as well for SF City. Ventura trying to commit numbers forward as SF City looking to build out of the back. Crow, and now Partida. Partida back to Crow. Nobody on him. Crow right through the center midfield channel to Jeremy Kelly. Kelly for Bowman. Gerardo Mendoza back for Bowman. And Bowman can't get his footing right. It's going to be a goal kick. Well, Mendoza put the ball right into the feet of Bowman once again. And Bowman's ball kind of went off of his feet as if he wasn't able to receive it in a good position. So, again, another great opportunity for SF City to kind of put this game away, if you will. Anthony Orendane with possession. And he loses out here to the rear guard of SF City. But he finds Leonardo Anjos. Anjos, who switches the field with his teammate Sahid Kante. Kante from the left to, from the center channel to the left. Ventura with possession in the SF City half. Anthony Orendane on this right side. Orendane and Sanchez trying to combine, and SF City is able to marshal it out for a throw-in. 72nd minute now, going on 73 minutes. If you're an SF City fan, you're probably getting a little bit nervous. And if you're Ventura, you just kind of got to get on with it and continue to push some numbers forward at this point. Try to see if you can get a good opportunity. They've kept SF City in their half here, but a cross-field pass is stolen by Cameron Crow. Crow's ball for McCabe on the right side. McCabe running at pace. Barry McCabe back into the feet of Crow. Crow finds Partida. Partida closed down. Still Partida. Does well. Finds Bowman. Top of the 18. Bowman's first touch lets him down. Kelly for Mendoza. Mendoza, top of the 18. Gerardo Mendoza onto his right, trying to wiggle through Sean Bowman. And SF City pressing high now, keeping in Ventura. And they'll lay off the press a little bit as there's a throw-in just around the center line or so. Substitution coming for SF City in just a minute or two. Ventura with possession. Far side, 74th minute. SF City FC 1, Ventura County 0. This is Diego Sanchez. Sanchez loses out to Partida. Partida inside the Ventura final third. Partida, and he has a go at goal. Bounces right in front of the goalkeeper, Barrera. Barrera quickly out to the substitute, Christian Pinzon. Pinzon, a couple of passes exchanged here with Diego Sanchez. Leonardo Anjos onto his left. And the cross comes in by Orendane, and it's going to be a corner kick for Ventura. So good opportunity for Ventura off of the corner kick here. You can hear the wind buzzing in here. Short corner, thread on in, headed away by SF City at the near post, and finally Mendoza does clear it. Brought down by Bowman. And Bowman, with kind of a light foul, it looks like the a player by Ventura slipped, and then Bowman wins back possession. He's brought back. Yellow cards coming out here, and SF City will have a free kick as well. Little breathing room in their half. So Marshall Garcia with the yellow card as well. Substitution coming very soon for SF City. In just a minute, I think they're going to get the substitution on. 76th minute now is the substitution. And it's going to be Sean Bowman. He's to be replaced with Chris Scatterday. Skahan will play in the number 9 center forward position. Bowman's worked very hard today. I'm sure he'd like to get that first touchdown a little bit. Scatterday to play along that back line now. Appears that Patty Coyne is going with 3 in the back, 5 and then a 2. But who knows what the tactical shape looks like now. Scatterday in the back here with Robert Hines. So an extra player in the back. Looks like Barry McCabe, though, is already enjoying this 3-5-2. The ball on the left side. Excuse me, right side. Get my lefts and my rights a little confused today. Do apologize about that. Again, it's SF City FC Community Day. A goalkeeper has a goal kick now. Best Buddies International is dedicated to establishing a global volunteer movement that creates opportunities for one-on-one friendships, integrated employment, and leadership development for people with intellectual and development disabilities. Sunset Youth Services fosters long-term stability and growth for at-risk youth and families through caring relationships and supportive services. This goal is based on the simple belief that youth are inherently worthy of dignity and respect. Corner kick for SF City in the 77th minute. I think the assistant referee had signaled for a goal kick. The goalkeeper Barrera was going to take the goal kick, but it's given as a corner kick. Mendoza in there. Andrade in there as well. Headed away. Down the right side, though. Skahan to take the corner basically again. Goes over everyone's head. Nice diagonal as it was sent in again by Skahan. And it's going to be a goal kick. Again, lots of numbers back now for SF City. So very much a 3-5-2 to defend in this shape. Beeson will take a throw-in around the center line. Has one hand on the ball, palming it. It's one of the best left backs in the country, Tanner Beeson. Can also play in central midfield as well. Ball stolen at the top of the 18 through Skahan and Mendoza, wreaking havoc up top. Skahan back to the feet of Cameron Crow. Will he have a go? Crow trying to thread in Jeremy Kelly. And everyone is out of the center midfield channel of SF City as Ventura gets a chance to break. Michael Weber. Back into the feet of Sahid Kante. Kante, Weber, back to Weber. Weber. Just outside the 18, over to his right for Anthony Orendane, who plays the ball back into the feet of Weber. Weber exchanging some nice passing with his teammate, Marshall Garcia. Well, Ventura has possession. Everybody in the city half now. Everybody defending as well. And the ball looked like it came off Sahid Kante, and it did, so it'll be a goal kick. Ventura asking for a corner kick here in the 79th minute, but not given as well. La Cocina cultivates low-income food entrepreneurs by providing affordable commercial kitchen space, industry-specific technical assistance, and access to market opportunities, focusing primarily on women from communities of color and immigrant communities. Habitat for Humanity Greater San Francisco provides local families with a springboard to secure stable futures through affordable home ownership and neighborhood revitalization. These are some of our community partners today on San Francisco City FC Community Spirit 2018 Day. Ventura County Fusion with possession just over the center line. The pass from Garcia to Leonardo Anjos goes awry, but able to maintain is Adam Olsen. Olsen finds the feet of Sanchez, just popping up in the central channel, just around the mid-third area there. And Cameron Crow trying to clear out of the SF City final third as the ball's kind of bouncing around there. Weber, top of the 18. SF City having a difficult time clearing. Finally, Jeremy Kelly does. And as he tries to find Mendoza, Carson Van Steeg has possession. It's going to be a long 10 or 12 minutes here for SF City fans. And for Ventura, bringing all sorts of numbers forward as they win a throw deep inside the SF City half now. Ball sails over off of the throw-in for a goal kick. Paddy Coyne gesticulating on the sideline, chatting with his players, wanting to get this right, trying to see the game through now. 81st minute. Supporters probably crossing their fingers and tying their shoes and doing whatever they do, that all their different superstitions. It's probably now is the time. Having a argy-bargy 1-0 lead in a stadium like this with the wind swirling and kind of freak goals happening, that's kind of the situation. Kelly lays off for Skahan. Skahan's first touch kind of lets him down. He had a chance here on the break with Mendoza. Skahan back for Kelly. Those two just have a symbiotic relationship. The two North Carolinian players that have come to San Francisco just for the summer, just to play for SF City FC. Again, last year's result, SF City did win that match. Ventura had a lead. Throw in for Ventura in their half. Beeson deals with it down the left side. Marshals it out for a throw-in. Anthony Orendane to take. And a foul in the City half leads to an SF City restart as well. And Zion Andrade asking the referee something here. Not sure what he's asking for. 83rd minute, SF City FC 1, Ventura County 0. Off of the free kick, Skahan won it for a second there. And Skahan's ball, unfortunately, is cleared away by Ventura down the field for a throw-in now for SF City. Ventura will make one final change as the clock ticks on to 84 minutes here at Kezar Stadium. Skahan has been brilliant today. It was his corner that led to the goal. Not sure if it was that own goal or flicked off someone's head. Ventura with possession, though, in the SF City half on the left. Winning it back. Playing back to their back line and swinging the ball from the left to the right. Carson Van Steeg on the right sideline. Tries to find his teammate Weber, and the offside flag is raised very smartly indeed by the fourth official. Romig to take. Taking his time, looking to find Skahan. Dealt with, though, by Carson Van Steeg. And Beeson just follows the ball out here for an SF City FC throw-in. Again, Beeson going to have one more year at Stanford next year. Beeson for Skahan, and Carson Van Steeg wins it for his side. And Partita in a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge with Conte. Skahan in space. Skahan! What a goal by Jack Skahan! Well, he picked the ball up as Conte had lost possession. A screamer of a goal. He's certainly been the man of the day. It was his corner in the 16th minute that led to either an own goal or a small flick, or he may have scored off the corner, but that is special. That is Jack Skahan with his second of the day, giving SF City some insurance with 5 minutes to go in the 85th minute. Jack Skahan, plenty of time, and just had to go, beat the goalkeeper as well. Ventura got to get on with it, and they are right now, but quick counter-attack here by SF City. Crow on for Partita. His shot, and it runs right into Carson Van Steeg, and he wins himself a throw-in. Well, the fans have to be absolutely loving this. I can see one of the fans actually marching with Big Bertha, the biggest flag of it all, the homemade SF City logo flag. Happening to have his shirt off, actually, running down a sideline, almost like a wonderful kind of rally cheerleader with the rest of the fans, showing his excitement. Brilliant stuff indeed. Crow lays off on the right side for Mendoza. The SF City press very much in effect here. They are keeping Ventura in their half. Skahan, top of the 18, plays back to Crow. Crow over to the left side of the top of the 18 for Beeson. Beeson in the corner. Beeson crosses the ball in, and the goalkeeper, Steven Barrera, makes up for it. And Barrera kind of beside himself after the goal went in because he was kind of off his line a little bit. And Skahan's goal was brilliant indeed. Again, something really out of nothing. Stealing possession and using that press. A lot of teams use these days. They call it the Gegenpress. And if you follow international football, it's very much something that's been perfected by Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp. Klopp kind of perfecting that system at Borussia Dortmund in Germany. The Gegenpress is kind of trying to press when an opposing team is looking to get out of their final third and try to win the ball back as soon as you can when you lose it. Trying to regain that energy when your opponent is a little bit tired. And so that's kind of the whole theory of pressing and pressing hard and gegenpressed, if you will, is your opponent is a tad tired, especially after winning back possession, and then you just fight harder to win back possession as well. 2 substitutions here for SF City. Substitute Gerardo Mendoza coming off, and Jack Skahan, man of the match performance today, off as well. Sam Moles on, as well as Stephen Doherty as well. 88th minute here at Kezar Stadium. SF City 2, Ventura County Fusion 0. SF City, barring an utter collapse, looking like they'll bring home another 3 points as well and be able to climb up the table a little bit, which is something that they'd like to do because there's 5 more home games as well. And if you figure you can get some more points out of the home matches here after this very disappointing start, you might be able to do that. 89th minute, throw in for Ventura. Carson Van Steeg on the right side. Laid off for Weber, and Weber doesn't get his footing right. Cleared away by Robert Hines. A foot race up top. Jeremy Kelly wins back possession. He does well. Gets caught up, though, with the rest of the Ventura back line. He's been brilliant again. Moles for Kelly. And a very nicely executed game plan here by Patty Coyne and assistant Patrick Tenorio. Because this Ventura team is a very good team. They've got a lot of nice pieces as well. And to come in undefeated is certainly a brilliant achievement, especially after the first 5 games in what is kind of a rocky road in terms of the PDL. It's tough to be able to string this stuff together. And so Ventura, who has 4 wins on the year and a tie, and now a free kick to SF City in their defensive third. This will be their first loss of the year, as we're now in the 90th minute, just waiting a couple extra minutes of stoppage time. 13 points so far from 5 games. It was just missing out on the first match of the year against San Diego Zest, where they dropped points. But they do have a few on the road to come. Play the top dogs, Golden State Force, next week at Rio Hondo College. And then they'll play against the Glens up here. And they'll go back on a Thursday for the Southern California Seahorses. Can SF City keep a clean sheet? End line. It is Carson Van Steeg. He crosses the ball in, cleared away by Cameron Crow, who finds Sam Moles. Moles on the right side. Lays back off for Crow. Lots of time for Stephen Doherty, who has Kelly out to the left. The danger man, certainly, who finds Beeson, who's making an overlapping run. Tanner Beeson does well. Beeson! And his cross is over the bar. Wasn't sure if he was having a shot or he was crossing at all there. Well, the fans singing in full voice. They must absolutely love this. Beer and wine here today at Kezar. Very much a dream come true, especially given the way that SF City has played today against a very good team. You can hear When the Fog comes rolling in, and certainly those flags flying all sorts of directions on the far side from my vantage point. To the tune of When the Saints Come Marching In, a homemade song, the heartbeat of the club, really. Again, stoppage time. Sanchez, top of the area. Can Ventura get one? And no, they can't, as the shot comes in from distance. And Patty Coyne and his assistants asking for the final whistle as well. Just kind of a formality at this point. Goal kick now to SF City. And there is the final whistle here at Kezar Stadium. SF City FC with a comfortable, yet bit argy-bargy, windy victory here from Kezar. It was Jack Scahan's corner kick that led to a goal in the 16th minute, and then an absolute wonder strike in the 85th minute. Man of the match today, of course, is Jack Scahan. Community Partner Day today. Again, honoring 7 different community partners: Best Buddies, La Cochina, Habitat for Humanity, Homie, Renaissance Entrepreneur Center, and Street Soccer USA, as well as Sunset Youth Services. We want to thank all of our sponsors that sponsor SF City throughout the year. And those sponsors, of course, are Movie Pass, Freedom Plus, Hostling International, Hilti as well. The team will run over to the Northsiders and the fans and all of the ball kids, ball boys, ball girls will run over to the Northsiders as well to greet SF City. And they know that today is a pretty big victory, because it's not every day that you defeat the second place team in your division. Again, a Ventura County Fusion team that was undefeated until this match. And so if you're SF City, you have to think that you could maybe climb the table just a little bit here with 5 more home games to go after this, as all the SF City players are huddling at central midfield. And they'll move on to 7 points. And so they'll just be around mid-table. They'll be in 6th place, just behind San Diego Zest, also on 8 matches on the year. But all the teams in the division have played a different number of matches, including Ventura, that has had 5 games only, and this being their 6th, and SF City, this being their 8th. So an interesting story, this, in the PDL Southwestern Division. Again, the top 2 teams will go to a playoff just after July 15th. July 15th is the last games of the PDL until the playoffs start. And the playoffs could be 2 to 3 weeks as well, depending on how far all these teams get. SF City has yet to make the playoffs since they've been in the PDL. Of course, Ventura County, they're very familiar with this kind of stuff as well, being in the league for many years. Big result for SF City today. It was 2 goals by Jack Scahan for San Francisco. That's given their supporters something very much to cheer about. My name is Charles Wollin. I appreciate you tuning into this broadcast and hearing my voice here for the last hour and a half and helping to grow the game of soccer in this country, the United States of America. By tuning into this broadcast, that's exactly what you do. Final score from San Francisco, California, here at Kezar Stadium. SF City FC 2, Ventura County Fusion 0. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon. Take care. Bye-bye now.